Hey guys, this is Colin, and we're here to talk about Düber. It's a cryptocurrency that specializes in the cannabis industry, and it's hoping to revolutionize marijuana here in the United States and later all over the world. And then we'll take it higher. Well, that's all well and good, but it's time to ask the hard questions, like what is it that Düber is doing?
Düber is linking producers, processors, retailers, and consumers on one integrated omni-channel commerce platform.
Okay, so let's talk about the problem, right? And essentially boils down to that there's just no centralized information system or any data structure when it comes to the marijuana industry. Everybody's essentially taking lots and lots of guesses. Most of the reason just comes from there's all kinds of different regulations when you jump from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, including the federal government, which still has marijuana, of course, as the Schedule I narcotic. But a typical pot dispensary has anywhere between 50 and 60 deliveries coming in every single week. A lot of times they're a fragmented supply chain. So as supply goes in and out because producers are waiting on new things, whether it's testing or anything else, it can be hard to keep all the product in line that the consumers demand. Now, of course, producers, it's really hard because, each crop has to be tested. There's no standardized catalog. There's no nomenclature. And because there's not a lot of data, it becomes really hard to forecast demand. So essentially, it's a bunch of people saying, this is good. This is what will grow today. Okay, so let's go back to the video and see how Düber claims is going to help retailers.
We noticed that our online pre-orders doubled the average size of sales versus our in-store sales. This is huge for us as a retailer. We look forward to allowing our customers to check out producers and processors through content, be it photo or video, that's supplied on Düber so they can get to know their pot better.
Okay, so Düber tries to take care of all these problems by essentially creating a really efficient platform on which everybody to operate, right? So retailers get to set up nice online shops, which they've already launched. This is one of the great things about this company is they're already going, right? They've already had, I believe, $2 million in funding. They already have online sales going. They have partners already, and they're opening up a lot of different opportunities. And you might be saying this is just some ordinary point-of-sale system for the marijuana industry in particular, but it's more than that because the marijuana industry deals with regulations and problems that almost no other industry deals with on a regular basis. For one, it eliminates a huge amount of the cash problem if you're allowed to use cryptocurrency to go in between both distributors and vendors. If everybody's using Düber, it means your business doesn't have to stockpile millions and millions of dollars in cash, which is one of the biggest issues a lot of these dispensaries face, is that they have too much cash. They can't take it to the bank. So any kind of barter system where they could still get the things that they need and the services they need as a business without having to spend cash and using it within the marijuana industry is going to be something that's going to be good. Meanwhile, your producers get to enter in all their THC levels, all their stocks. They get all the information that they need from the consumers so they can see exactly what needs to be grown. All the information is going to be input into a database that can be accessed by the people that need to, including the government, if they want to run it more efficiently so they can stop losing money to the drug dealers.
All this current system is doing is putting money in the hands of criminals, and it's making ordinary people like you and me deal with those criminals. Have you ever dealt with a drug dealer? It's terrible, it's weird, it's awkward, they kind of think they're your friend, but they're not your friend.
But honestly, any app that's going to shine here has to appeal to the consumer base, and that's where Düber has a lot of hopes. For one, they're just trying to make it a simple app that you can order on your phone, look at all kinds of reviews, get paid for submitting reviews, by the way, decide what kind of pot you want to buy, either go to the store and pick it up, or obviously Düber wants to end up doing a lot of different home deliveries. Of course, the greatest part for any pothead is that when you're broke,
y'all got money?
You can earn Düber credits by watching advertisements on the site, or you can do reviews, and if your reviews get positive feedback, you get more Düber coins, allowing you to purchase more weed. So let's talk just for a minute about Düber and its team and its investment potential. First of all, you got Glenn Ballman, who's the CEO, right? Glenn Ballman founded Anvia, led it through a $240 million IPO, and the company's now valued on NASDAQ at $6 billion. All right. And then you got Derek Mackey, who's their chief tech officer. He's the former VP of development for PayByPhone. Those parking lot meters you see all over the place in major cities, they process over $325 million annually. They also develop compliance software that 22 of the 25 top banks in the world use, as well as 2 of the biggest public exchanges. Right now, the total size of Düber, they have a team of about 25 people with 16 full-time developers, and they have a very diverse background ranging from all kinds of industries, everything from marijuana to video gaming, 3D graphics, and visualization. They also have a pretty hard-hitting advisory team. One of the most important ones is Ben Saburi, who is the CEO of New Leaf, right? New Leaf was ranked the top 1% by the Nevada government in every single applied county, and currently they're operating 9% of the issued licenses for cultivation, production, and distribution of all cannabis in Nevada. So they already have 9% of that market lined in. So the Düber project's been around since 2016. In the first quarter of 2016, they raised $2 million and they began product development. And by the second quarter of 2017, they had raised an additional $5 million, and they launched their beta system for their self-serve in-store ordering project. They've also, just last month, they closed a $50 million land deal to set up 15 distribution centers across the country. So they're making moves right now. Which brings us back to their ICO, that their first launch of it is coming on October 25th. Right now they're asking for 350,000 Ether, or about $100 million. And on their website, they claim they need about $40 million to expand out into the United States, because right now there's 28 jurisdictions. Each jurisdiction costs about $1.5 million to get up and running so they can comply with all the laws. They need an additional $40 million so they can expand throughout the world, mostly into Western Europe. Now, if you order during the first phase, October 25th, if you buy 1 Ether, you'll get 3,900 Düber coins. If you order on November 7th in their second launch, you'll get 3,600 Düber coins per an Ether. And if you purchase on the last one on November 21st, you'll get $3,300 per an Ether. Of course, we don't know what the price of Ether is going to be, so right now it seems the best option would be to get in on the first one, obviously. But they're also going to have a crowd sale token that starts on December 5th and ends on January 19th. So there you have it. Düber is going to launch at just under 10 cents per coin. We're going to see how they're going to do. But they have a really good shot at this. You know, they have a really strong team. They've already got money on the table. They already have partners going with them. And obviously, the legal marijuana industry is growing like crazy in the United States. And these guys already have a lot of the contracts set up. They're perfectly positioned to head into other states as they start to develop their marijuana programs. Düber is an interesting one to watch. Obviously, the marijuana industry in the United States isn't going anywhere. It's already passed well over $30 billion. Of course, that's just the legal side. We have no idea really how big the marijuana industry is in the United States. Düber is really here to do it. It solves a lot of the problems that they face in the marijuana industry today, in that lack of inventory systems, hard to deal across state lines and jurisdictions, hard to keep up with your customer base, very little knowledge of the supply and demand lines. It can be really, really tough to make it, especially if you're a small dispensary compared to the really large guys. And at the end of the day, that's who Düber is really going to help, is the smaller guys and the consumers that don't have access to all of the information that they need. It simply puts that out there. It's an updated inventory system, which is honestly just a huge bonus. Surely they're going to work on their delivery system. So there's lots of good things to have from here.
This is what our industry needs, and we can't wait to see what else Düber has in store for us.
So there you guys have it. Düber, it's the new cryptocurrency that's specializing in the marijuana industry. Could be totally revolutionary. Who knows? Maybe you should check them out. But guys, I appreciate you listening. I just started this channel trying to do a lot of different things on ICOs. So if you're interested in cryptocurrencies or altcoins in general, please message or comment me. Let me know, because I'll start doing these different ICO videos as often as possible. Also, please like and subscribe. It'd be a huge help. Thank you for growing the channel.